There's a secret that spirit has been trying to clue you in on, but you haven't been listening. Okay. So here's the secret. There's a secret to your happiness. And this secret is it's not really a secret. It's something that you already know, but you can't really hear, right? Spirit has said that you have not been listening to your inner child with the Six of Cups in reverse here. You have been giving your energy away to things, people, places, all just anything outside of yourself rather than to what your inner desires want. Why? Why have you been neglecting what your inner child wants? Okay. Maybe your inner child is like, I want to go swimming. And you're just like, yeah, not right now. Or your inner child's like, I want to play hooky from work. And you're like, yeah, no, but we can't because I got that vacation in a few weeks. So we can't really play hooky, which, I mean, it's a toss-up, right? Sometimes you really can't, right? But there's other ways that you can play hooky. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know how you can play hooky without actually playing hooky. I'm not letting out all my tips, but regardless, it's serious. Like they want you to give to yourself more. Okay. They want you to feel happy with the Ace of Cups out here, and they want to give you that happiness, but you got to be willing to change how you look at things, right? You got to be willing to change how you view fun, how you view being a child, how you view maybe being a little immature sometimes for the sake of yourself, right? Have you ever realized that the people who are the most happiest are the people who just don't care? They don't care what nobody think about them. You can call them childish, you can call them immature, you can call them stuck up, you can call them whatever. And they're just like, I'm having an amazing time. I don't care what you say, right? And so Spirit wants you to adopt that same energy. Like, stop caring about what other people are going to think about your decision to pour into your inner child, right? If you want to do something that just doesn't make a lot of sense or isn't responsible, do it. Okay. Your soul is calling you to do that for some reason. The spirit is like, you've been holding yourself back from true happiness. Okay. So ask yourself, what is that thing? What is that thing that you have just been like, I can't do that just yet because I'm not ready? Or if I do this thing, people are going to think I'm childish, or I'm too old to be doing this thing, or whatever. Like, it can be as simple as going to take a gymnastics class and you're just like, but like, there's nothing but kids there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Contrary to popular belief, I have seen some adult gymnastic classes, that's not even contrary to popular belief. I feel like I've seen that growing up. Like, adults have always taken gymnastics. It's just been more of a thing now that millennials are adults and we're just like, we really want to take gymnastics, right? But it could be anything, right? So it feels like you guys have just been denying yourself joy after joy after joy. And Spirit is like, why? Why, friend? You're here to have fun too. You're not here to just do what everyone tells you to do. You're really not here to do what people tell you to do. You're really here to do what you want to do, and you get guidance along the way. Okay, so let's get some more messages. Let's see what else. What else do you want to tell this collective, Spirit? What do you want to tell this collective? Let's see. Because this joy that y'all have been missing out on, it looks like it's a result of some type of heartbreak you went through. Yeah, you guys, it feels like you guys went through some type of isolation. We got the Hermit out here. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the World. We have the Three of Swords, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So maybe there was some type of hurt in like your family life, or you growing up or something where you weren't able to really be a kid. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of the deck is closed, so there's no bottom of the deck. It feels like you guys went through some type of heartbreak in your family, in your youth when you were growing up, and it really closed you off to something, right? It really closed you off to feeling full joy. And I feel like as a child, you were probably a very lonely child or a very independent child. You might not have that many siblings, and if you do, you didn't grow up with them that much. Or even if you did grow up with them that much, you still felt like you were by yourself, like maybe like middle child syndrome, or even any position of the kids, you can still feel lonely within your family. So it feels like, the spark died before it could even be lit. You know what I'm saying? Like when you were a kid, you weren't able to really really live out that kid dream. So now you kind of just deny yourself that joy, that happiness that can really come from just like sitting in your fire, sitting in your passions and your desires, and then something that truly feels like happiness, not what people tell you happiness is. I'm seeing like I've been watching these dating shows lately because it's just so interesting. And it really, to me, dating shows are a social experiment, right? And so I'm just like, oh my God, it's so cool to see human behavior. um, but I'm seeing some people like that were in certain, okay, I'm just going to say what dating show I was watching. I was watching Pop the Balloon on YouTube. It's so toxic, but I like the original ones. Like, I feel like she does a good job. So anywho, um, there were people on there that you could just tell, like, you don't have much fun in your life. You know what I'm saying? You take life really seriously, which I'm pretty sure has gotten you really far. Let me not discredit what you've done, but like, even when someone cracks a joke, you don't even crack a smirk. Like, that's how serious some of these people are, because they just always had to be so serious, right? And that's the vibe I'm getting from you guys, that you're just like denying yourself a simple smile, a simple laugh, a simple giggle, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like be full of light and life. You're denying yourself that because of past hurt, because of having to be so closed off when you were younger, and not even being able to explore that, right? I'm taking myself right back to when I was a kid. One thing I used to do, I was a lonely kid, but I was a kid who was a kid. Okay, like, I had fun. I didn't need a friend. I didn't need anybody. There was a point where I had an imaginary friend, because I was like, I really want somebody here. But for the most part, I entertained myself very well. Okay, I just have always had a big imagination. So I used to get my blanket and I would lay it across the carpet, and then I would turn it into a figure skating rink. It was amazing for me. I had an amazing time, right? And it was just like, it was like clockwork. I wouldn't do it every day, but like when I felt it, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the living room with my comforter, lay it out, and we about to get the skating. We going. I've always been a weird kid, a weird person, and just weird. I love it. It's amazing. And I'm pretty sure my mom was just like, what is she doing? And I'm like, well, all we did was watch like Olympics and like gymnastics and figure skaters. So of course that's what I wanted to do. What? So I say all that to say, I feel like some of you guys here didn't have that. Like, you weren't able to just like go out into the living room, put down your blanket, and turning it to a figure skating rink, because your imagination didn't allow you to get there, because you were in survival mode. You were having to do all these things to keep yourself at the bare minimum, right? You weren't able to just be a kid and have no worries and have no stress. You kind of were stressed from birth. That's what it's giving. It's like you were born into a high stress environment, or you were positioned in that environment at some point in your life that really shifted things for you and had you leave back that childlike behavior. And so Spirit is like, it's time, yo. If you want to build anything stable for yourself, if you want a family one day, if you want to be in a relationship, if you just want to feel like you have a fulfilled life, you have to have fun. You have to let this inner child out. And this is a call. This is a call from Spirit to your soul. Like, go out and have fun. What does fun look like to you? What do you feel immense joy from when you're doing it, right? Maybe you haven't experienced that yet. Maybe it's you watching TV and you see someone doing something. You're just like, oh my God, that looks so cool. Go do that thing. Go try it. You know what I'm saying? That's what TV to me is here for. It's here to expose you to things that you wouldn't see on your everyday, especially if you just don't live that life. And it's here to entertain you. But I've always used it as a discovery tool, right? Especially being a kid who kind of was like sheltered a little bit. I use TV as to use my imagination, like, oh, I could do that. I could do this. I could do that. Oh, turn up. You know what I'm saying? And the same with YouTube. Go on YouTube and see what people are doing. And then it'll inspire you to like, okay, I kind of want to try that. That looked really cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what influencing is about. So like, you know, be an active participant in it and be influenced to go out and have fun. Don't just be influenced to get things done and do things right and correctly and responsibly all the time. That's not balance of life. That's not happiness. Okay. Happiness is ebbs and flows, harmony, doing what you want, when you can, and doing what you have to when you have to. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just feel like you just have a lot of good things that are trying to come to you. You just have to be willing to accept them, receive them, love them, and really find more joy in your life. That's really what this whole message is about, is finding more joy, accepting that you can have joy in your life and that joy is all around you. All you have to do is choose it. That's it. That's all, baby. That's all. Okay. I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed this message because I enjoyed giving it to you, as I always do. Okay. If you love pick a card readings, I have a pick a card reading channel. Okay. And it is under Erotic Reads. And you can also find me on TikTok and Threads. And don't forget, y'all, book a reading if you want to go deeper. Okay. I love y'all. Bye.